Hello and welcome. Hopefully I'm not too loud. Hopefully you can hear me fine because I'm now testing everything all over again. Welcome to the live stream. It's back up and running. It took me all day and a lot of help from Desolator as well. And Janaya here for support. Come here, girl. Come here. Everyone wants to see you. Oh, you're not supposed to get your paw caught in my pocket. Hi. Yes, I'm back. I am glad to be back. It's been a hell of a ride. Let's see. I came down to my computer last night. I left my computer on. Sounds fine. Lights are bright. That's good. That's good. Left my computer on after I edited the video that actually released today, which thankfully that was done, so I didn't have to worry about getting a video up today. So I come down to my computer. I'd left it on, and my computer is weird. Like I was able to access OBS, and a couple other programs, but I wasn't able to access the start menu, the bar on the bottom, Discord. I wasn't able to even move Discord, and it was like, I was like, what is going on here, right? So I did a hard reset, and it reset it into the BIOS. It just was like, yeah, your Windows is pooched. My Windows died. Windows died. The hard drive works. I've been able to recover most of the data on the hard drive, thankfully. I had to go buy a new hard drive today. Did you scan it? It's happening right now. I've got a full scan going. It's not looking good. Let's put it this way. Let's put it this way. It's not looking very good. That's the scan right now. Going on the hard drive. It's lit up by like a Christmas tree. Yeah, so I went out. I had to go out and buy a new hard drive. Thankfully, it was only $50. I picked up the Western Digital Black. It was on sale. I've been able to reinstall Windows. This is what I've done today. Desolator has helped me immensely because all the data on this hard drive is stuck behind a admin wall on it. So I have to actually log out of Windows into a different administrative account to access my data on it right now. It's actually driving me a little bit bonkers because I keep going, okay, I need this, I need this, I need that, right? I like not everything on that hard drive I need. It wouldn't be the end of the world if I was to lose it. However, the one thing that was on there would have been the credits roll, the B roll that I used for the credits for videos, which I had just redid 4 times. So yeah, technology is literally worse. Yeah, there's a lot of bad sectors. So something is wrong with this hard drive. This hard drive's only a year old. Like it was, we built this computer back in March of 2022. I've got the receipt because I had to go pick up a new hard drive. I got them to print off my old receipt for it at the same time. So I'm gonna have to take a look at this, and because there's a 5-year warranty on that hard drive in particular. So it's only just over a year old. So there's something wrong with it. So I'm doing the scan. I'm gonna screenshot a bunch of this stuff once it's done. And just hope nothing else goes wrong. I now have Windows on this drive, which thankfully, hopefully I can just move past that. It's a Samsung. It's Samsung 970 EVO. Like, it's a good hard drive. It's one of the top-rated hard drives out there for SSD. It's the M socket too. So, and then so I've got this Western Digital in there now. It's half the capacity of it. So hopefully I don't fill it up too quick, but Yeah, I'm back in business. I'm able to, we were just able to reinstall a bunch of other programs as well. I've got my NVIDIA back. I've got my 3 monitors set up again. This was a nightmare last night. You know what? And I got to say kudos to Desolator, because he sat there for about an hour on a Discord call with my phone. I'm sitting here with my phone going, Desolator, this is what it's doing. This is what this screen's doing. This is what's this screen doing. And it was like, I just wanted to tear out my hair. I just wanted to roll over and die. I had so many things that I needed to do today. Yeah. No, it wasn't the processor, nothing like that. It was just the solid state drive. Like it's not doing good. It's just hit another bad sector, so it's coming up with more Christmas lights, which is something seriously wrong with this thing. I'll bring this up. So now I'm having to refigure out where all of this stuff is right now. So yeah, that's what it's looking like right now. Yes, it's a solid state. So some things are just defective. Hopefully warranty covers the cost, yeah. Yeah, it's not doing too hot, and I'm wondering if this is what was causing me issues there last month with Hogwarts. How often do I rewrite it? Obviously not that often. I used it for a year. What was it? It said when I first looked at the diagnostic on it. Hold on, let me find it. This is where it's sat. Why are you not loading? Okay, you're gonna do it that way. Fine. Open. Now do it. There we go. This is what it looked like when I first plugged it into Magician. Oh, it's not a Chinese knockoff. It's the real deal. Like, I bought this from a store in town that deals with computer parts. I have the receipt. I have the serial number from Samsung. It's real. I bet it's an SSD M socket. It's an M2 drive. Yeah, I'm going to see if I can RMA it for sure. Once I get all the data that I need on it. Yeah, it's a solid state Sphera. It's a solid state M socket that just went like this. So yeah. M2, yep. Yeah, it's not healthy. Yeah, so I don't know what was going on with it. I didn't do much with the hard drive. You know, I cleared a bunch of stuff off of it at one point for games, put Hogwarts Legacy on it, because Hogwarts Legacy needed to be on SSD. That was the only real major thing I did with that hard drive. So, yeah. Like, I was saving some videos that I would record, but then I was taking them off that onto a different hard drive. I run like 5 different hard drives. It's just that one had my operating system on it, and I was like, okay. Yes, that's what I have, Caveman. This is what I picked up. I paid $50 for a 0.5 terabyte SSD. Never save data to your OS drive. Well, yeah. It literally wasn't much data that was being saved to it as fair. It was literally games and things that run better with it. And if I lose the game, I reinstall it, right? It's not a big deal. Honestly, if I lost the drive completely, it wasn't a huge deal. It's just, it was very disheartening last night because I sat there trying, I booted up like I came down to the computer and I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna get ready. I sit down in my chair, let's set up and start making a thumbnail and let's go stream. And it was like, no, not happening tonight. You're not streaming. You're fixing your computer and you're doing a whole teardown. And I was like, oh God. 2 hours after trying to just load Windows or repair Windows on this drive, and it was like, it wasn't having any of it. It was like, yeah, sorry, man, your drive is done. So yeah, I gotta go back into the drive, pull off some more stuff, and then look at like Caveman there says a return authorization. Yeah. It's also best with Windows to isolate it as its own drive. Yes. Yeah. No, it was weird. It wouldn't even let me delete it. Like, it won't let me delete certain things on the hard drive either. So, like, I want to just, I'm doing the scan. I'm kind of like, do I format it? But with everything that's pooched on there, I think it's got to go back to the manufacturer because there's something obviously wrong there with it. You're trying to do usual everyday stuff on a computer, and when you get that many bad sectors in just over a year, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37 bad sectors. It looks like a 5% failure. It might even be more. That's a pretty, yeah. Like, it went through the whole first row and then into the second row. It took forever. And then it just continued on after that. Jeez. Yeah, I'm 32% of the way of this thing being scanned. Yeah, that's where I'm at now. Well, it seems things are running better, right? Like, I've been sitting here wondering if something is wrong with this hard drive for a little bit, because there's been certain things that the computer's been doing that you guys generally don't see, and I'm like, is the hard drive doing something? What is it? And then you go on and you go like a week without noticing it, and then like another day, all of a sudden it's like, what is going on here? Where's this lag coming from? It was weird, up and down, just weird with the hard drive. And well, now we know the hard drive there's something obviously wrong with this thing, and yeah. It's definitely yeah. What is Samsung's warranty? How do we go through their warranty process? Warranty. Let's take a read. So this particular hard drive has a 5-year warranty on it. Usually 5 or 50,000 miles. Yeah. Yeah. How's it going, Ginger? Extended warranty, extent of the limited warranty. Any failure or defect arose out of the presence of a third-party product software. Yeah, sure. Yeah. It's just telling me I got to ship it properly. Hey, Crash Test Areas, what's going on? Hope you guys are doing well. I'm just glad I'm back up and running. Yes, the CPU survived. The hard drive is not doing very well. It's here, I'll bring this back up. That's what the scan's looking like on the hard drive right now. It's a little it looks like a Christmas tree. Yeah. When your hard drive looks like a Christmas tree, you know something's going on with it. Yeah, it's hanging on. Every time it finds a bad sector, it like hangs there forever trying to scan it. I'll probably have to leave it overnight. Which sucks. Whatever. Yeah. Like, and then it did this. It was like critical. I was like, drive health is in critical. That's not good. So, yeah, it's the hard drive. There's something wrong with the hard drive for sure. I've never seen anything like that before where it goes that bad, but you know, like I said, if it wasn't for Desolator, I probably wouldn't even be where I'm at right now. It's all the furry piranha. Yes, it's all the furry games Crash Test has sent me. That's exactly what it is. I blame Crash Test. I blame Crash Test because that's what we got to do here. I got to blame someone. It's not my fault. I haven't seen the Wild Leak video. I've seen, I'm in his Discord, so I see some of the stuff that comes in there. I've seen today where people are posting leaks, bands that are coming and leaks and all this other stuff. I just saw Wizard of the Coast or Hasbro was named, what is it, the top Civic Award again? Yeah, one of the Civic's 50 most community-minded companies. But in order to get that title, you have to be $1 billion company to begin with. So it's like, how many $1 billion companies are they up against? You know, yeah. Well, his name is Crash Test, so he had to test it. How well he could crash and drive. Yep, yeah, Crash Test lived up to the name. He definitely lived up to the name. $150 for a set booster box. Caveman, it's $200 up here for a set booster box. So 150 seems fine. ESG equals out of business. Yeah. Yeah. Give me an idea here. How much is a booster box? A set booster box of Tales of the Lord of the Rings set, $264.95 Canadian. It's expensive. Magic the Gathering is unaffordable. Oh yeah, our dollar's like 40 cents on the dollar right now to you guys. You officially hate MTG? Well, did you guys see what they did to what Rebecca Guay is putting out? One of the most beloved artists. She has some of the most amazing art when it comes to Magic the Gathering. Her new Secret Lair looks like absolute bad. It looks bad. You want to see it? Rebecca Guay's Secret Lair. It looks horrid. Like, this makes... I don't want to say it, but this makes Faithless Looting almost look half decent. Now, I gotta say, the one piece of art, because I know what they pay artists now for Wizard of the Coast. Wizard of the Coast only pays $1,000 per print. They only pay $1,000 per print. So a artist that's like Rebecca Guay is going to put in what she figures is worth $1,000. So either it's genius or this is not Rebecca Guay's art. Like, what happened here? Like what happened? How is your leg twisted? Did you break your leg? It like faithless looting was awful. This is intentionally insulting. Like I that looks like a really bad copy that it copied over there. So let me do this a different way. No, that didn't work. There. Let's see if that makes it look better. Nope. No, it just... Oh, I guess I gotta blow it up big enough. There you guys go. Yeah. Those are painted strokes and brush style, but the art style is bad. Like, you just sit here and you go, what happened, Rebecca? Like, you're telling me this is the same artist that did this art. That's the same artist. Secret Lair arts are always hit or miss. Yeah, but this is... Her kid to the bottom half. That's got to be it, Asfera. And, you know, I wouldn't doubt if she just went, okay, you're only paying me $1,000. This is what you get for $1,000. Right? That's the only way I could think about that. Right? Because they commissioned 4 pieces of art from her. And... oh my God, that's... what? Here you go. There's your Sarah the Benevolent. Yeah, I know for a fact she gets a minimum of 10K a piece. Well, no, Wizards of the Coast, it's a flat across the board, is $1,000 now. $1,000 flat across the board for any artist. It doesn't matter who you are. They're only paying $1,000 per piece. Yeah, she's telling whoever liaises on this to F off. Like... well, you got to wonder, Asfair, because she hasn't done art in a while for them. Right? They probably said, oh, we really want to do this as a secret lair, as your showcase secret lair. And she went, okay, you want to pay me $4,000 for 4 cards for some of my crappiest artwork out there? Sure, here you go. Have I seen her non-Magic the Gathering art? Not for a while. It's been a little while since I've looked up her art. Her private art is like 10 to 50K. I'm not surprised by that, Asfera. One of the worst things they did was get rid of Therese Nielsen. Her art is amazing. I 100% agree. I've covered it in a video, and it comes up time and again. Cinder, do you need its support? Do I need it? Do I need which? Finn, what are you asking here, Finn? Do I need the support? I always need the support. Informational technology. Oh, do I IT support? Our personal friend Desolator Magic has been our IT specialist on this project. So I have to thank him up and down. He spent a couple hours with me over the phone and helped me actually figure out what was going on. We narrowed it down. Cinder needs a lobotomy. She probably in contract with Therese and said, watch, this will be funny. I don't think so, Caveman. I think Rebecca is on her side and has gone to her own sort of area because she went after Seth MacKinnon. Like, her and Seth were talking, and she said, I can't believe you're siding with this stuff. I can't associate myself with you anymore, and all this other stuff. So some of the stuff Rebecca's doing behind the scenes, yeah. You're a level 9 Windows technician at your service. Please pay me in Steam gift cards, ARS. Well, I already figured it out. Windows is busted on that drive. That drive is busted. Rick Gray has been doing her own thing for about 8 years. Yeah, it's been around there. But she's still one of the better old school Magic the Gathering artists. But yeah. Trees didn't do anything. Exactly. Oh my god, the day Kitabuga did, we got a level 8 and a level 9 on this call. Got combined 72! Nice. Yeah, trust me, I sat here racking my brain going, this is not working. Let's see. I was taking photos with my phone. That's how bad it was. I'm just trying to go back. Yeah, there. That one. Like, this is how last night started for me. I'll bring it up here in 2 seconds. This is how my night started last night. When I'm in the computer and it goes like this, and I'm like, I have no boot. TPM broke. Yeah. She broke. I'm at this point where I still have my old an old motherboard. I'm actually tempted to build a second computer just off to the side and start using it as a server. Asfera, it was recently in one of the recent sets. There was an artist that was bitching about it. He was like, I can't believe I'm only getting $1,000 for this. And he put in like 100 hours worth of work into the artwork that he was doing for one of the cards. And he's like, I'm only getting $1,000 for this because that's their contract across the board now. Well, if they're truly treating their artists like this, then you know why the arts has gone way down. They're not willing to pay. They've never been willing to pay their employees what they're worth, their artists what they're worth, their card makers what they're worth. They're not willing to pay anyone what they're worth, and that's why they're only $1 billion company and not a $10 billion company. Sorry. Amazon buy 3 12 terabyte hard drives for $300 combined, then unraid them, have some safety, then use one drive. Yeah. Wizard Coast will buy DALL-E contract with Microsoft AI art. Yep. 2024 printings of the 5th edition core rulebook was spoiled. Total woke fest. Well, Dark Titan, we already knew this. They already said they were doing this. D&D 1 is going to be a re-envisioning and modernization of D&D. Yeah, cram it up your ass. Yeah, AI art is 25 cents an image, but you get 4 choices on every card. I know. AI art program. Make a whole awoken chick not with no boobies. In the style of Rebecca Guay. Oh boy. Yeah, some of the stuff you see with like if my understanding for Magic the Gathering artists is it's $1,000 across the board now. Hearing the constant bad news is about Wizards of the Coast is good news for you. I want the whole company in shambles, and lucky for me, it seems like I don't have to wait long. Nope. They'll go to Fiverr for art. Yep. Well, look. There was the deviant art that the one artist stole the Nicobolas from and put it on there, and it was a blatant theft. It was blatant copyright. He traced it out, and apparently they've done it again with one of the newer Nicobolas cards, where someone went and copied his head again, and it's like, you're like, yeah, well, that's what they're gonna do. But Do you blame them? If they're only getting paid $1,000 per piece, do you blame the artist now for taking shortcuts for these things? Oh, Aspera. You thought it was Ugin? Yeah, maybe it was Ugin. It's one of the two dragons. They keep getting copied. The game will live on, but I want the corporation dead. 100% Habanero. 100%. And you know what? I covered the most franchise media out there with the Lorcana video that I did. And I showed off the top 25 media franchises that are out there. Wizards of the Coast and Magic the Gathering doesn't even crack the top 25. The 25th on the list was Transformers, right? And they just borrowed them for a little bit. Pokemon being the absolute top with like $10 billion plus in the trading card world, with Yu-Gi-Oh doing like $8 billion in the trading card world. You're like, Wizards of the Coast doesn't even stand up to these guys. You started getting cards I want with crap art. I hate painted by local anti-woke artists. Nice. We're all lucky Baldur's Gate 3 is not changeable by Wizards of the Coast, right? Well, Morrow had pushed Jay so hard for years, he ruined any potential for a breakthrough. Yep, 100%. People are always freaking out, but if the corporation is dead, there won't be any more Magic cards. Yeah, I know. I don't care. What are you talking about? There won't be any more Magic cards. You know how many people are making Magic cards at home now? Nobody. You don't need Wizards of the Coast to make Magic cards anymore. You don't. People are proxying cards. They're making their own cards. They're making their own games at this point based on Magic the Gathering, right? There was at one point back a long time ago, someone actually was trying to make a supplementary booster, but this was before the patent expired for Wizards of the Coast for Magic the Gathering, and it got a cease and desist and shot down. Now they don't have the patent on the game anymore. If Hasbro dies tomorrow, they will sell off their IPs. You know what? Hasbro, if anything, Hasbro will be bought up by Amazon or Embracer Group. You can see Fantasy Flight buying the art. We made low key forage, but none of them staying power blender. Getting blackjack and hikers doesn't scale well. Oh, geez. Well, the most common argument to keep the company alive is for more cards. I don't care for that argument. I want it gone. Yeah, there's no reason anymore. Hey, Clayton, we made EDH 100%. And Wizards of the Coast is attempted to ruin EDH because all they do is pump out cards now for EDH instead of what their bread and butter was, which was standard. And now they don't support the basic game that was created for them. You think Hasbro will buy Amazon will buy Hasbro eventually? I think so. Watch some AI design Magic cards. They are unplayable, but pretty funny. Yes, yeah. Some of them are just like recent ones that I've seen is like snow-covered forest, and it taps for a red or a white. You're like, what? What? It doesn't make sense. Yeah, some of the AI designed things that are out there for Magic cards are bad. But back when I first got into Magic, my best friend at the time, he actually took cards that were gargoyles and took the Disney gargoyles like Goliath and Lexington and the gargoyles and actually pasted them to the cards. Where me, I turned around and took a Link and a Zelda and I actually designed two cards. One was Link, one was Zelda, and if they were both on the board, they gave bonuses to each other. And it was actually balanced back then. Hello, Desolator. Desolator Magic, thank you once again for the immense help that you were. The last 24 hours here has been huge having my back here, man. I have a force that taps for a green, a white, or a black. Lauren had the whole cycle like that. Yep. Disney is trying to fix the hole in Titanic right now. Yeah. Yo, Threz is here. Des just in time to join in with the dunking on Wizards of the Coast. Des leaked a new Eldraine set. Well done, super hacker computer person. Yeah, well, Wizards of the Coast, they can't keep anything in-house anymore. They can't design cards. They can't pay enough for anyone to care to keep it in-house. Like, that's probably the most dangerous thing. They can't pay their employees enough to keep their mouths shut. Amazon makes more sense. They sell their stuff already. Yeah, like, they've already got links with Amazon. They're using the Pinkertons that probably came from Amazon because Amazon was using the Pinkertons. I really need to add more comedy from my real personality in the vids. Yes, you do. Any cheesy jokes, apparently the internet just eats them up. It's kind of, that's the way things go. That's the way things go. You know, I'm a Pinkerton? Sweet. Actually, I have a coupon for a private investigator. I do. It was given to me a few years ago. Aren't computers free up there with all those taxes? I wish, Threyas. They're like twice as much. Like, I had to go out and buy a new hard drive. It was $50. So at least it didn't like completely break me, but yeah. I laughed so hard at Double Rainbow. Oh. SSD. Well, hard drive, SSD, solid state drive. It's still a hard drive. Jesus. Oh my God. An SSD is still a type of a hard drive. So it turns out this set is in basement. I can't get over that. SSDs nuts. Yes, I am legitimately in a basement. You want to see my ceiling? There. You get to see part of my ceiling. There. You can see I have drop ceilings. That's all you get. New Eldraine set just looks like a complete corporate cash grab. Isn't that what all Magic the Gathering sets are now? They just throw it out there saying, buy my product. I don't care what's on the card anymore. They don't care. They honestly don't care what kind of artwork they put on their cards anymore. Like, seriously. Oh, that's a good one. Like, seriously. This is the artwork that is being passed for Wizards of the Coast. If they only want to pay Rebecca Guay $1,000, this is what they're going to get. Water spots on the ceiling? No. You haven't played Magic the Gathering Arena in 5 months. Hey, by the way, I don't know if you guys knew this, but Magic the Gathering Arena just released on Steam. It's on Steam. And I'm keeping an eye on it because the reviews are hilarious. It's right now mostly positive. It's mostly positive. They have 332 reviews. 93 of them are negative. We now have a spot where Magic the Gathering Arena actually get reviewed. Ew, take it off screen. Not worth the Steam download. Nope. Not at all. Not worth the Steam download because then you get the Steam overlay over Arena, which has a friends list that you can talk in game, but now you have a Steam overlay that you can talk in, like, it's redundant. Why doesn't Wizards just use AI? If they're only going to pay $1,000 per artist or per piece of art, they might as well read them. Read them alive. Played a while long before Steam release. Bought a couple of decks. The pricing does not fit well outside the USA. Apparently people found that funny. Okay, Desolator, have a good night. Thank you once again, Desolator. We need to get you on the road to 10K subs so you can forget about Wizards of the Coast forever and bow to the Scooby God. Yes. Yes, Dark Titan. Oh. Just need to go stick my finger in a light socket so my hair is permanently on end. Desolator, plump your buns. Yeah, a lot of these are just, a lot of the reviews are like, just don't spend money on it. It's not good. It's yeah. This is one best card ever created, but exists no longer to please players like before, but to please investors. Here's a clear example. They have a YouTube video. What does this link to? Why? Really? How about it's making me copy the page URL, not copy the actual thing. Whose video is this? Oh. It's a link to the professor's video. How Magic the Gathering 30 is not for you. Velma is the creation of Scooby God. Did you Dark Titan? You know what? I watched a Velma parody video the other day that absolutely blew my mind. Here it is. Here it is. I'm gonna link this in the Discord. If you guys want to see a Velma video that you sit there and you go, oh God, oh God, oh God, no. Kefnet, it's doing better now. I'm able to stream. I'm able to see everyone. I'm able to have a computer that's loaded. Like, this is what my hard drive looks like right now. I had to go up there and get a new one. Yeah, it's Scooby God. A parody of HBO's Velma is better than the OG. Yeah, my hard drive is not looking healthy. So yeah, literally $50 later and about a day's work of reinstalling Windows, reinstalling programs, getting OBS back, getting my video card back up and running, getting everything back installed. We're back to square one. I'm back to here, and hopefully I can make videos tomorrow morning because I didn't get the chance to make them today because obviously I was dealing with everything. Went and voted though. I had to take the wife coffee. She's working the election. I had to go vote. Your hard drive needs to realize that computers don't have a healthcare, so rip your downloaded games. Yep. Oh, and Habanero, that Star Wars fan trailer is awesome. If that was a real film, you would become a Star Wars fan. Well, yeah, there is, it's the same thing with Star Trek. There's been a lot of quite a few Star Trek projects that have done by the fan community, and it's the same thing. It's just done way better with less. Just get to square 3, not square 1. I just need to get to square 3. Work is screwing me a bit over. 7:30 to 1, 4 to 12 today. Tomorrow is 7:30 to 1, 3 to 11. But it's good money, so I'll slog through it. Sucks because I wanted to enjoy the new Destiny season launch. Aw, Kefnet. Why are you working split shifts? Picard Season 3 is okay. I heard Picard is okay. But you know what? That's the Star Wars tradition. Season 3 is where Season 3 is where Star Trek tends to get better. They've proven that. Imagine Star Wars and Star Trek actually giving a damn again. Oh, wait. No, more like they never will. Yes, Star Wars Knights of Ren. It's a fan-made trailer. It's very good. You can link it in the Discord there, Habanero. Or I can find it and do it. Yeah, it's right there. Copy. Link. There you go. Oh, it's 2 different jobs. Okay, that makes sense, Kefnet. I thought you were like a bus driver or something. Because some bus drivers work like a split shift. It's pretty stupid. Where your favorite captain goes to be senile. Yep. Yeah. So in the process of all of these things, I was actually given a 1 terabyte hard drive. It's an old laptop drive, and I was like, maybe I load this up, load it with Windows, and see what's going on there. But like, this was my wife's dead uncle's hard drive, so it was kind of one of these things. I loaded it up, and I went, I don't know what to do with this because there's like personal information on it, and like weird, like it's weird when you open up something that you know of somebody's that's no longer here, and you see a file that says last wishes in it, and you're like, I probably should pass this on to the family. New Mortal Kombat game coming September 19th. Yeah, looks like they've covered up all the characters in it. So it'll be an interesting take with the Mortal Kombat game. You know what? As long as they don't censor the blood, then Mortal Kombat should be fine. They ruined Mortal Kombat for you? Really? Really? They're sunsetting all amazing actors like Harrison Ford in terrible fashion. Yeah. Yeah. Like I talked about how the Dial of Destiny is just it's getting set up to be a complete disaster. $300 million. More money spent on this thing than all the other 4 movies combined. Harrison Ford and Dial of Destiny, yeah. Harrison Ford and the Dial of To My Breakfast, because he's old and old folks home. Because that's about what's going to happen. Crystal Skull ended better than whatever the hell this movie did. Yes. Yes. The fact that there's they previewed six endings, and generally people didn't like any of them. Indiana Jones Temple of Trade Queens. Oh boy. Oh boy. No, it's fair. It's Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Where their faces just melt off. Right? It's a special type of clown. It's pretty ridiculous. All that stuff that's going on in the media. Hey, anyone that lives in Calgary, Alberta, they're canceling fireworks for Canada Day because it's racist to have fireworks now for Canada Day. Did you know this? Hate to give Crystal Skull credit, but I have to. Well, and that's what some of the critics are saying. They were like, this makes Crystal Skull look better. That's not good. Good, very good. Fireworks are more than you deserve. They should have let Ed Boon and Indiana Jones make Indiana Jones. It would have been leagues better. Well, Indiana Jones' Dial of Destiny was also written by the same person that wrote Solo. So if you guys are expecting something amazing, you might want to just take a step back on that. Yeah, I haven't seen Solo. I refuse to see Solo. When they came out and said that he got it on with a robot because he was romantically in love with a robot, I went, no. Give me Futurama. Hey guys, did you know Futurama's coming back? Hulu apparently is having Futurama come back, but you know, Disney owned. It won't be the same. Droids, right? Solo character of the droid, yeah. Soilo. That movie did horribly. I think it made 390 million, and they put in a budget of 275. And you just kind of sit there and go, that's not making your money back. That's yeah. Yay! Now they can ruin Futurama. who's going to be in it? Mindy? No. They're just bringing everyone back. Futurama ended already. It doesn't need to continue. Hell, it had multiple endings. Yep. And they're bringing it back in the middle of a writer's strike. So you know how well that's going to be. Did it it made $450 with sales? With DVD sales. Okay, it made 56 million in domestic video sales. So yeah, box office was 393. And then DVD sales, which that's not a lot for DVD sales. Yeah, writer's strike Llama with extra virtual signaling. Well, the writer's strike is so bad right now. They've stopped doing what is it? Family Guy and American Dad or Bob's Burgers or I whatever these shows are now. They've stopped producing them right now. Like you just kind of go, what? And the writer's strike is so bad right now that what's her name? The girl that played Blossom, Michaeline, walked off the set of Jeopardy in protest of to support the writers, and then Ken Jennings walked in and went, well, if you're not going to do your job, I'm going to do it for you. So it's kind of crazy, this writer's strike. People aren't walking past the picket lines, which generally you don't, but there's a lot that's going on there that you just kind of sit there and go, oh, it's not really opportune right now. Pretty pathetic. DVD rental sales 56 million is nothing for that budget. Yeah. Disregard modern television and movies, embrace YouTube and anime. I agree, Habanero. Unfortunately, I'm in Canada and anime gets censored like nobody's business. It's not easy to get anime up here very well. Well, Dragon Slayer was pretty good. Still need to watch more of that, but Soy Now PlayStation Showcase tomorrow. Where will be streaming at 4:45. Oh, PlayStation Showcase. VPN Anime and Crunchyroll. That's why you pirate. I cannot condone or approve of pirating. 3:45 Eastern time. Oh, Dark Titan with the ad roll going on. Well, these guys help me out a lot, so I'll allow it. Oh man. Yeah, it's just been a day of trying to solve my problems. But hey, I finished installing a central vac, so that's a bonus. For movie games, you can skip cutscenes and get back to the gameplay. Yeah. There's been recent games lately where you play it and you're like, okay, I want to play the game. I don't want to see this 10-hour cutscene. I guess the one thing that is a bonus, I've been able to save my Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach save files, which is good, because I didn't want to have to play that game for the third time through, just to be able to play the Ruin DLC in a couple months. Just skip, you can't skip classic PlayStation. Was driving so late to send that? Funny enough, I do actually work for my city's transit system. I schedule trips and fix the bus mileage records. Oh, cool. So this bus only went 1,000 less miles today for insurance purposes. The more you F PC players, Jim Ryan said he doesn't care about PC players, really. Yeah, you're going to mess up the PC players, it's going to go downhill. Hey, the bonus here, if you guys are in for the, the 4060 starting price point of $400, that seems pretty decent. for an okay graphics card. It might level the bar out on graphics card a little bit. I've seen it recorded at 835k miles before. Wow, that's a lot of miles. Talk about destroying your true players and catering to the shills. Yeah. Cater to the one percenters on either side of the scale and ignore everyone else in the middle. You know, the 98% that actually want a decent game, want a storyline, want to play a game, and just enjoy it. But no. You got to cater to the one percenters, the 1% whales and the 1% distance people. I don't even know what to call them at this point. There's too many damn stupid names they have for them. It's the idiotic craziness. Ugh. Yep. Well, how is everyone else doing today? I'm doing a little bit better because obviously my computer's working. But yeah, how is everyone else doing today? Did you all have a good day? Did have good food, good supper, good drink, good anything? What good news did you have? Oh no, we dropped an article in Discord. Microsoft begins publicly offering of Azure AI content safely. What? How do you draw? Microsoft begins public offering of Azure AI content safety. New moderation tool uses AI to detect hateful, violent, sexual, and self-harm content in images and text. Oh, yay! Another reason to false flag YouTube videos. Great. Decent game. Now we get stuck in Hollywood. Hollywood movie game that the critics please the critics. Yep, because the critics are everything. It used to be though the critics were everything. Now the critics are so out of touch with reality. It's horrible. Eating sweet and spicy barbecue Doritos. New flavor, yummy. Sweet and spicy barbecue Doritos. Have you had ketchup Doritos yet? CT Simmons, have you had ketchup Doritos yet? You want something that's surprisingly good? Go out and find ketchup Doritos. Now the great AI god will take down out videos. No need for bot farms created running people. AI bot farms, you right. From Microsoft headquarters. You hate ketchup. Okay, Kefnet, have a good night. Thanks for stopping in. Ketchup Doritos are gross. Critics have never been in touch with reality. No, they haven't. Food critics are they used to be a thing. Good news. A lot of the smoke passed and got knocked down today. Why did you get an ad on a live stream? Really? Is that a thing now? I thought it would just add it after. Can I change that? Well, no, no, it's a thing. It says automatically place mid-roll ads. Weird. Okay, I am taking that off then. That's not cool. Thank you for letting me know about that. I thought it would just add it on there for later on. Yeah, 2 skippable 6-second ads. Interesting. Classic YouTube, yeah. PlayStation CEO says its game still won't come to PC on day one. Oh, cool. So they're doing the thing that they accused Microsoft would do. Sweet. Sony. I'm so glad they're looking out for the consumer. I'm so glad people have choice. If you want to play a PlayStation game, you have to play it on the PlayStation. Geez, I wonder why people emulate things. How do we make money off this little streamer live stream? Right? Right, Thoth? How do I get my 2 cents? Christ. Let give you an idea here. I'm going to go into studio here. Let's see. The Jedi Survivor video that I did. It made 6 cents off 30 views. Ah, that's not bad. 6 cents off 30 views? I'm rolling in it now. Stop buying games from AAA studios. Yes. Play indie games and they'll never pre-order and never ever pre-order games. 100% Abner. Never pre-order games now. There's no reason whatsoever to pre-order games. They're not, like, at one point they used to offer things to pre-order a game that were huge draws to pre-order the game. They don't anymore. Generally, they just are garbage. They come out day one. They don't work. Only Game Pass is why I get games on release. Yeah, I can see that. Fallout Pip-Boy was cool. Oh God. Ooh. Dungeons and Dragons in 2023, Wizards of the Coast reveals Planescape revival and more for Dungeons and Dragons. Really? So now they're all in with Magic and D&D, you know, because they couldn't have done that like 20 years ago when it would have made a difference. Resident Evil Chainsaw Controller, maybe the top tier. What? Resident Evil Chainsaw Controller? What are you talking about? Resident Evil Chainsaw Controller. What? What the hell is this? The Resident Evil Chainsaw Controller. It was for the GameCube? That's pretty epic, actually. What a world we live in. Large name entertainment brands are just constantly trying to sell everyone garbage constantly and succeeding. Yep. Chainsaw, shut up and take my money. It was back in the days when game companies would actually experiment with crazy items. Yep. Yeah, back when they actually mattered. I'm hoping that Final Fantasy 16 will be good. Yeah, Final Fantasy hasn't been good for quite a while. I think 10 was the last real good one, and I didn't even play 10. It's back in the days, yeah. Now you're lucky to get a 3D stylus, right? It's pretty ridiculous how little that they give people now for buying your product. Fishing will be the last good one for Final Fantasy. Like, you know, I have an Assassin's Creed standee. Something I found at a garage sale for like $2. Yeah, like I found this at a garage sale for like $2. Like they don't make things like this anymore. Oh, wow. So the Resident Evil chainsaw came in. Is that the chainsaw in there, or is that just something else? More Resident Evil prawn. That's the chainsaw. That's a pretty cool case, actually. Yeah, I do. We try to do garage sailing. The best thing I ever found in a garage sale, the best thing I ever got a garage sale, was a copy, GameCube copy of Legend of Zelda Master Quest for $2. I turned around and resold it for $80 the next day. You got your hands on a hardcover collector's edition Dragon Age Inquisition player's guide at my job. Bought it for $1. Oh, Habanero. Habanero, you're getting such good things now at that job. Yeah, I see I see them there, Dark Titan. It'll help me catch up tomorrow. Thank you. Sometimes they do, but it's rare now. Yeah. Yeah, the $300 in plushies. Exactly, Habanero. God, Habanero, you should really talk to Desolator, because Desolator always is on the lookout for stuff, and he can hook you up. He can give you more ideas on things to look for. D&D is now a part of Magic. Oh wait, they treated the Forgotten Realms as a crossover set. Yep. Yeah, D&D and Magic the Gathering is one and the same now. They're no, it's hard to pull them apart anymore. What is your favorite pre-order item in the day? I don't really have my favorite pre-order item because I didn't pre-order a lot of things. Probably my favorite thing of doing a pre-order was picking up my copy of Diablo 3 and standing in line for it and winning a hat. That was funny. That's crazy, Habanero. Yeah, wait, does that mean they now fuse together? Yeah, they did the fusion. Wizards of the Coast took Magic the Gathering and Dungeons and Dragons, and they fused them together. The problem is Dungeons and Dragons wasn't on the same power level as Magic the Gathering. So you get this little round, stumpy kid trying to make Magic the Gathering cards. And your new D&D adventure. Oh yeah, that's the level we're at there. Do you like Naruto and Sasuke? What do you think? Actually, I saw this shirt and I went, "Hey, that looks kind of cool." MTG and D&D equals Dungeons and Drag Queens. Oh god. Here we go. Banana Wii remote case with Donkey Kong Country Returns. Oh, meant to say shirt, not crap. I see. Yes, I've had this shirt for a while. Like it's one that I wear frequently. My favorite, like when it comes to Naruto, it's my favorite episode is episode 143, 144, the fight between the two, because the artist rendition is completely different. Cthulhu, what's going on, my friend? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing better. I'm here. I'm able to speak. I'm able to say, hey, listen, I'm streaming. And look, I one of the many screwdrivers I had to pull out. Yeah. Saints Row 4 had multiple. First most infamous weenie bat. Yeah, second was the rave gun. Corn, the calm pooper fixed? Yes, the calm pooper is fixed. Kinda. It still has its issues. Namely the hard drive. namely the hard drive, still has its issues. You should see what it looks like now. It looks like a Christmas tree. But I'm at 61% of its scan now, which is great. I'm guessing it's on a bad sector because it's hanging again. Oh no, another expense. Yeah, I had to pick up a new hard drive. $50. Thankfully, like, that's not huge. But I'm not working this week. Literally, just me making videos this week is what pays any sort of bills, which is not going to be much. Unless, I can get a viral sensation and make a few $1,000s out of the blue, but that hasn't happened on this channel. Legend of Zelda Spoon pre-order bonus. Legend of Spoon? A spoon? Was it sponsored by the Tick? Oh, yeah. THRU intensifies. I wish I worked this week. I really do. The good thing is I was, because I was off today, I was able to deal with my computer and get it up and running so quickly. But it still took majority of the day, which sucks. It's not what I wanted to do today. That's for sure. Actually, one of the cooler things I have, I have an MSI inflatable sword. I'm just looking at it over there. I've also got the MSI little dragon that came with something I got a while back. Just trying to think everything that I got. I gotta go through everything again. Start weeding out stuff, get rid of the Atari, all those things. Oh, I'm just glad that everything's working again. It's doing what it needs to. Hopefully I can figure that out. Oh yeah, he's still in charge for what, 2 more years? Also, don't forget the Anime Cowboy live-action Netflix. Oh, God, don't remind me. Live-action Cowboy Bebop does not exist. It's not even what the show was. It doesn't exist. It was a show that was put out by Netflix. It was absolutely trash. Trash! That show was trash. Nothing more, nothing good came out of that show. Hell's Paradise? Good anime? It's one thing I could use. Well, not like I have time. I run around so much. I just don't get time to sit and relax. The time that I'm sitting and relaxing, I'm making videos. Netflix, the ruiner of good animes. Is it just Netflix? Is it only Netflix? Or is it just anyone that's got an idea that wants to capitalize off anything that was good at one point? It's corporations. They continue to take things and just throw them out there and say, hey, this will be a good thing. We can make some money off this by just throwing a few dollars at that. And it's like, no, you're just going to piss everyone off in the long run. Green, it neutered originals so much that even the creator of Bebop came out and said it was crap. Yes, he did. I can't believe how bad they ruined Cowboy Bebop. Made me so mad. Made me so bad. You like Harry Potter, so I suggest Mashley's Magic and Muscles. Mashley's Magic and Muscles. What the hell is that? That's a anime? Yes. Cool. It's almost most of the original animes are trash, yeah. What do you mean you don't have time? You don't have work for an entire week. I also have a kid that I take care of. And all of today, literally, I was running around, getting a hard drive, installing it, sitting here, building my computer back up. Then I finished building a central vac system, which now I got to use the central vac system. Trust me, Habanero, when I barely have time to do anything. Did you see me on Minecraft today? I still have to reinstall Minecraft right now. Oh, I'm not looking forward to that right now. Well, at least I didn't have any of my mods on it yet. Stop. You just got sent a Blizzard story? Another Blizzard story? Yes, I just saw that earlier there, Dark Titan. It's an old is it that one? Or was there another one? For not disclosing Diablo. Oh no, that's a new one. There's another one that just came out. Who was it? Someone else got fined for loot boxes recently. What was that? Oh, it was Mario Kart. It was Nintendo. Nintendo got fined for loot boxes. Also, I'm amazed you're able to fit working to that crazy busy schedule. Well, that's the thing, Habanero. When I'm working, I'm not home. When I'm at home, I've got a honeydew list. You're not married. You don't have a kid. You don't have a honeydew list. It's, yeah. We're talking about Sin of the Phoenix so he can come back from his busy schedule. Yeah, so Blizzard Activision fined for not disclosing Diablo Immortal loot boxes. Oh, and that is by Peggy, so that's in the UK. So they've been fined in the UK. Really? They've been fined $5,000 for failing to disclose the presence of loot boxes in their rating. Are you kidding me? $5,000? What a 5,000 pounds. What a slap in the frickin' face. Hey, Mayhem. Glad all the smoke finally cleared up. For today, it will probably come back. Should be 5 million. Should be, yeah, it should be like 50 million. 5 grand. That's such a slap in the face. Wow. Nintendo got fined more than that. Let me find the Nintendo one. Nintendo faces lawsuit. Oh, yeah, they're getting a lawsuit right now. Yeah, Nintendo faces a lawsuit over Mario Kart Tour loot boxes, which were removed from the game last September, but they were there, and a little kid actually spent their parents' credit card on it, which he spent $170 on loot boxes for Mario Kart. That's like getting fined 5 cents for doing bad things, probably less, to be honest. Yeah, like $5K for putting in loot boxes and not disclosing it. Come on. This is why the corporations and the companies don't care about the consumer. They're like, you're just gonna buy it anyway. You're gonna find yeah. It's absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, it's a complete joke. $5,000 to Blizzard. What are they gonna do? They're gonna sit there and go, yeah, cool. Here's your 5 grand. Get out of my face. Like, really. Kids should be banned from all online stuff. Honestly, even YouTube should be kid-free. There's talk about social media being no longer for kids. Yeah, so true. Even if we go against it, everyone still buys it. They're like, oh, hey, a video game. I get to play it. Oh, eye candy. Let's play this eye candy. You open your eyes wide and you stare at the screen for hours. Yes, it's fun. It's enjoyable. That's why we have it. But now we have the one side of the coin where the corporations are sitting there going, how do I get him to open his wallet some more? How do I get that $20 out of his wallet? How do I do this? Oh, hey, maybe one day we'll draw an anime waifu on the side of the box. That'll open them. Oh, no, we're not allowed to do that anymore. Oh, we're not allowed to do that. Oh, so now we have to draw nothing on the box. We're just going to sell you a blank black box. It's just a black box. The game, you load it up on your computer and it's a black screen that does absolutely nothing. And they're going to give us $70, $70 a copy for this game. Yeah, Agent Tex. Yeah, my hard drive. It's a big oof. This is what it's looking like right now. That's fair. Black box racist. Piggy said, "Bad Blizzard, buy us lunch." Pretty much. Piggy got a free pizza lunch from Pizza Hut. Imagine all the crappy channels that die if kids get banned from it. I mean, look at how much damage kids. Well, there's that one kids channel that is like stealing content from other creators right now, where he will take your thumbnail and your idea and completely make it, and he will copy your thumbnail down to the T. We make sure children are no longer allowed on social media. Our genius plan is to force people to check a box that says you're over 18. That'll keep kids out. Yes, Habanero, it should honestly come down to the parents keeping their kids off social media, is what it should come down to. My kid's 6. He doesn't even understand what social media is. Add TM to your thumbnail, then wait. What? Lee requiring you to sign with your passport. Oh, talking about the passport, the Canadian passport, they have removed any sense of Canadian-ish. Canadian, any Canadian thing off our passports up here. They're putting like a little kid playing in the street or someone with a barbecue. They've taken away the Monmarios. They've taken away Terry Fox. They've taken away anything that meant anything to Canadians off our passports. You know what else is a piss off? Trudeau, instead of updating our coins, the passports for King Charles, right? Instead of doing that, updating it all, updating the symbol, because now we're under the king, not under the queen. He turned around and took the crown, erased the top of the crown, and put a freaking snowflake on top of it. Yes, our passport is absolutely bland. There is nothing that signifies that it's Canadian anymore. What parents do parroting Cinder, that is madness. No one will understand. Yep. The U.S. should just buy Canada. Well, no, the U.S. should just buy Alberta. Not my king. King Charles hates Canada. It's the monarchy. It's a little bit more nuanced than just hating Canada. It's absolutely ridiculous. What do the leaders have a mentality of children? Ban them from online too. Why? Here, let me read this out to you. I'm going to pull this up because I've had this in the Discord. Not many of you have seen it. Open. This is probably the one thing that pissed me off the most today. Right now, this is coming out of Calgary. This is a Calgary council member, right? A day that marks 100 years of Chinese immigration acting calls from the Indigenous community to note that Canada Day historically is for and by white people, and Indigenous people weren't acknowledged as Canadians for years. Does warrant a look at how we celebrate Canada Day. They've canceled fireworks for Canada Day in Calgary. It's absolutely ridiculous, and they're calling it cultural sensitivities. Why they're canceling it? Not because we have a fire ban going on. No, it's because people found it upset. They got upset at fireworks being fired off and celebrating Canada, celebrating being inclusive and being one of the most free countries in the world. We're no longer allowed to celebrate even being Canadian. It's Very good. Canadians, very sensitive people. Yeah. Twitter needs to go down for like a week or two. I'll make Canada a deal. We'll give them 10 left Antifa types. Hey, Asfara, we already got them here. No, we never had. And CT, personal fireworks in the cities is relatively banned. It's not easy to get to set fireworks off in the cities. If you go outside the city on private land, it's completely different. In the city, there's bylaws against it. But each major city in Canada generally does a fireworks show for Canada Day, right? And now Calgary has said, we're going to put up these lights. They're going to put up a string of lights and call that Canada Day. Imagine if you guys didn't do fireworks shows for Independence Day. No fireworks allowed for Independence Day. That's what Canada Day is for us. The day that they swear in majority of our immigrants in Canada is on Canada Day. And now we're not allowed to celebrate it because of cultural sensitivities, because of the graves that were found of Indigenous children. Yes, that is a horrible thing that happened in Canada. Absolutely horrific thing. Not a reason not to celebrate the day, because Canada in itself means a hell of a lot more than that. Like, the fact that the flag behind me no longer means Canada Day anymore, or Canada, or being Canadian anymore, being one of the most inclusive places in the world, it's an absolute piss off. China Day, yeah. Blame Canada. Yeah. We're getting crazies driving down the street, ramming vehicles, pulling out their shotguns. Oh, it's just ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Everyone thinks Canada was the only country with residential schools. It wasn't. Residential schools was done a lot by the church. It was a very misguided part of history. But here's the thing. You can't erase it. You can remember it. The fact that it can never... You got to fight strongly for it to never happen again. You can remember it. You can try and uncover everything to deal with it. And it's a horrific thing. But suddenly calling a day at the end of September the Truth and Reconciliation Day, it's a bit of an insult, especially when the Prime Minister, the first day that they do this, he goes on his own personal vacation. And now it's like, oh, we're going to cancel Canada Day. This has been in the works for a few years. They want to erase it so it repeats. Exactly, Thoth. That's exactly what it is. I think we remember a couple years ago the Grandin LRT station murals. Yep. Yeah, wow, what a great leader. I'm giving the country a holiday. I'm going on vacation. Because that's what it's all about. It's like Labor Day doesn't even mean anything anymore for most of the labor force anymore. You end up working it most of the time now. Well, at least you found a solution to your homeless issue. I mean, not a good one, though. Yeah. That blind ginger. Make a new holiday and better about holiday with strippers and beer for all. Yes, yes. Strippers and beer for all. Call it the Trailer Park Holiday. Trailer Park Boys get their own holiday in Canada. Yeah, the Grandin Mural Station was a piece of history that got erased. Yeah, like there's a lot of places where they're renaming them. Like Oliver got renamed, all because they found like things in the past that were like very questionable. But back in those days, it wasn't questionable. Those were the norms, and we've moved far beyond that. But it's you still want to remember these things and know where we came from, so you know not to repeat those mistakes. You know not to repeat what they were, so you can sit there and go, oh, this guy sucked. But at least now we know he sucked. Only Oliver Square got renamed, but the neighborhood is still called Oliver. Wasn't it Oliver School, too? Got renamed? Yeah, you can't judge those by the past, the morals of today. The sins of the father isn't the sins of today. Can't it be like, I want to erase my problematic history. Reality be like, you know that'll just happen if you do this right. Yeah. Yeah, it's, and things like what we're seeing today, things are repeating just in a different version. I know there's a Bishop Grandin School in Calgary next to Grandin Station. Yeah, the Grandin School or whatever, it was another priest that I think he had something to do with the residential schools. And that's why a lot of it got taken down, but it's still. It's, yeah. Like, Grandin Station is pretty much government center when it comes down to it. The Grandin Station is our LRT station that actually leads up to our legislative grounds. That's probably one thing people don't know about. From the LRT station, you can get under the Alberta Legislative Building. In right underneath it all. From Grandin Station. It's all interconnected. Taken down for being offensive. Well, the most of the history is offensive. So the social standards we have today. That's exactly it. Like, you can't change history. It's already happened. And apologizing it up and down doesn't change anything. You can sit there and remember what it was. Erasing history doesn't do anything but erase what it is, and you then don't learn the actual truths of what's out there. Yeah, there was bad people. There's always bad people. There always will be. The signs in station say Grandin Government Center, except for Grandin part has tape over it. It has tape over it right now. See, I haven't taken transit in so long. I don't want to even touch transit in the city anymore. Like, the horror stories I hear about where people are sitting there shooting up on our buses, sitting there passed out in their own vomit at our bus stations. Like, it's scary. Erasing just repeats it. Yep. The past wants to be remembered, not forgotten. I'll never go to the city ever again. I'm done with shitties. What, you don't eat Smitties? Oh, well, guys, it's almost 11 o'clock here. I'm going to log off for the night. Everyone have a good night. Think happy thoughts. Think happy thoughts. No, my computer's back up and running. Yeah, our CFL team got renamed to the Elks, which is, ever since they got renamed to the Elks, most of the people have tuned out the CFL. They went, forget it. We're done with it. Yeah, because the moment you forget the past, it never really was the past. Have a good night, everyone. It was a good night. SSDs and Agent. This is my SSD that failed. Yeah. Oh, yeah, your Stars lost 4-0. I'm sorry about that. I wanted to see Vegas get wrecked by the Stars, by the way, but I already knew they wouldn't. Have a good night, everyone. We will see you again very soon.